In part 1, we built a RAG system that works. Embed your documents, search by meaning, and let the model read before it speaks. But here's the uncomfortable truth. The gap between a RAG demo and a RAG system people trust is enormous. And almost all of it comes down to one question. The naive version gets wrong. Did you actually retrieve the right thing? Let's fix that one layer at a time. It starts before any search happens. How you cut your documents into chunks. This sounds trivial. It's where most RAG systems quietly fail. Chunk too large, and each piece is a soup of many ideas. The embedding becomes a blurry average, and a precise question can't find a precise answer. Chunk too small, and you share a single thought across fragments. So no one chunk holds the whole picture. The sweet spot is usually a few hundred tokens with a little overlap. So a sentence split across a boundary isn't lost, but still, chunk on meaning, not on character count. Break at headings, paragraphs, natural seams, so each chunk is a complete thought that can stand on its own. Now, retrieval. The beginner instinct is to fetch the top 3 chunks and call it done. But your first search is fast and a little dumb. It's an approximation. So, do the opposite, cast a wide net, retrieve 20 candidates, maybe more. You're not trying to be right yet. You're trying not to miss. Then you get precise with a second pass called reranking. Your first retriever compare the question and each chunk separately as points in space. A reranker does something heavier and smarter. It reads the question and a chunk together at the same time and scores how well that specific chunk answers this specific question. It's too slow to run over millions of documents, but over your 20 candidates, it's perfect. Retrieve 20, re-rank, keep the best 5. That single step is one of the biggest quality jumps you can make. There's still a blind spot. Semantic search is brilliant at meaning, but it can fumble the literal. An exact error code, a product number, a person's name. For those, plain keyword search is actually better. So don't choose, run both and blend the scores. This is hybrid search, and it isn't a small tweak. On real benchmarks, it lifts retrieval quality by 10 points or more, meaning finds the idea. Keywords cache the details. And often, the fastest win is the simplest. Tag every chunk with metadata. The source, the date, the customer, the language. And narrow the search before you ever compare vectors. Why rank 10,000 documents when only 50 could possibly be relevant? Get those 5 right and you have a genuinely strong system. Beyond them lies the frontier, where retrieval stops being a single step and starts to think. Start with the question itself. Users ask messy, half-formed things. So rewrite the query before you search, expand it, or split a complex question into simpler ones. Or, cleverly, ask the model to imagine the answer first and search with that. A hypothetical answer often sits closer in meaning space to the real documents than the original question did. You search with a guess to find the truth. Then, a subtle fix with outsized impact. A lone chunk often loses its context. The figure rose 12% means nothing if you don't know which figure, which year. So, before embedding, prepend a short note of where each chunk came from. Anthropic showed this one move can cut retrieval failures by up to 67%. Same chunks far more findable just by giving each one its context back. Some questions can be answered by any single chunk. How did this idea evolve across all our reports? For those, you build a knowledge graph, extract the entities and how they relate. Then let the system traverse those connections, hopping from fact to fact. This is GraphRAG, and it unlocks multi-hop reasoning that pure similarity search simply cannot do. And the biggest shift of all, stop treating retrieval as one step at the start. Let the model drive. Give it search as a tool and let it decide. Do I even need to look this up? Was that result good enough? Or should I search again with better words? This is Agentic RAG. Retrieve, reflect, retrieve again until the answer is actually supported. Slower and far more capable. The best systems now route by difficulty. A simple question gets one quick lookup. A hard one gets the full loop, which raises the question that separates hobby projects from production. How do you know any of this is working? You measure. Frameworks like RAGAS score the 2 things that matter most. Is the answer faithful, grounded in what was retrieved and not invented? And did Retrieval even surface the right context in the first place? Don't add graphs or agents on a hunch. Add them when the numbers say your simplest system is the bottleneck. So that's the real craft of RAG. Slice thoughtfully, retrieve widely, rerank sharply, blend meaning with keywords, and when you need it, let Retrieval reason. Underneath all of it, one idea holds. Fine-tuning shapes how a model behaves. RAG shapes what it knows. And the frontier is making what it knows genuinely intelligent to reach. Build the simple version first, measure it, then earn every piece of complexity you add. That's RAG in detail. Thanks for watching.